Hello and welcome to Sam's on Wrestling, and this is Sam versus Sam.
Yeah!
I don't think you need to be aggressive, it's a nice friendly rivalry.
It's the only way I can beat you.
Is
By
it?
force, not through intellect.
Well, seeing as the score is 14 scores to 9 in my favour, in Sam's favour, over the baby Sam who's here with me today. If you're unfamiliar with Sam versus Sam, it's pretty simple. We go head to head in numerous versions of wrestling trivia quizzes and other different guises. Today, we are doing our Be a Star series. If you don't know what Be a Star is, what it is we take a random wrestling pay-per-view and then we guess not just Dave Meltzer, but IMDb's star ratings for those pay-per-views.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, people ask why we do IMDb. So much more positive than Dave.
Yeah.
So it actually makes it a bit more thought. So we don't go Dave negative, IMDb positive. So we get two different thought processes going on. So if you ever want to see what the IMDb, let's just put wrestling pay-per-views, WWE pay-per-views, IMDb. Star rated pretty much all of them. So fair play to them. We're doing the WrestleMania pay-per-view today, Sam, aren't we?
We are indeed.
Okay, so we're going to do a random draw, then we're going to go away and come up with our scores, and we'll come back and predict them. So, I've got my wheel in front of me on my iPad. It's got all the WrestleManias on it. Let's just flick that. WrestleMania 21. Big Show Akebono.
That's your time, it's not my time.
You keep picking random things from the wheel that are not for you.
I think it's a conspiracy. I think it's all a farce. It's all a fix. It's all a stitch-up.
So,
Disgrace.
we're going to go away and look at the matches and guess what we think the star ratings are. But before we do that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's see how we get on with the first match. Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, tag team champion versus tag team champion.
Yes, now this sounds like a better match than it actually is.
It's weird one. It's the opening match, and it's good. But I'll tell you one thing that I can't get over. Rey Mysterio touches his mask about 107 times.
Yes, it's probably the least best match in their feud.
Weirdly,
Which is a shame, because Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania, you think, what a great match to have at WrestleMania, but it didn't really deliver. And I think...
But it's still delivered,
yeah,
but not to the expectations that we would have expected.
So I don't think Dave will like it, but I think IMDb will very much like it.
It's an interesting one. So Sam, what have you gone for Dave Meltzer?
I've gone 3.5 stars.
No, I've gone 3.75 because I still think Dave will go, it's Ray and Eddie. I think he does this. Like he does Will Ospreay. I love Will Ospreay. 5 stars. All he did was sneeze. 5 stars for Will Ospreay. Sam, what did Dave Tuna Meltzer give to...
3.25 stars.
3.25 stars. So if you want to know how the scoring works after our first one, it's essentially whoever is the closest. And then what we do is we take however many we were away, and that will be our points. It is lowest score wins, just like in golf. So for example, Sam guessed 3.5. He is only a quarter star away. I guess 3.75. I'm half a star. And that is the current score. 0.5 plays 0.25. Sam, IMDb. What do you think our more positive man has given IMDb?
I went 4 stars for them.
I went 4.25. I've got a quarter above you each time. He's really positive. So let's see what the guy from IMDb gave it. 4.5 stars. If you want an example of positivity, there it is. So I was a quarter star away. So that gives me a score of 0.75. You are half star away. So after the first match, it is 3/4 star. Play 3/4 star. The first ever Money in the Bank. One of the best still to this day.
Oh, Shelton running up the ladder.
Shelton running up the ladder.
Yeah.
As it's the first time anyone has seen on WWE TV at the very least. Edge being the rightful winner. Didn't want to be in the match.
No.
Yeah, I won't be at WrestleMania. What do you mean?
Well, no, I think he wanted to do a singles because he'd done ladders matches.
But he wouldn't have been in one.
No, I know.
That was it. That was you being on the card.
Well, that's why he went there.
So this was an amazing match. It was a spectacle to watch. It was, I think, only my second or third multi-man ladder matches, and now they're a dime a dozen now, to be honest. In fact, you don't see singles ladder matches nowhere near enough because pretty much Money in the Bank ruined it all, to be honest, in a good and a bad way.
Yeah, it has been a brilliant concept, but it's overused. But that's a time for another video.
Yes. Sam, what have you gone for our tuner of Meltzer?
I've gone 4 stars.
I've gone 4.5. I think he'll still think this is amazing.
Yeah, I just think he's all like, he's a bit of a purist and will be like, oh, it's...
No, weirdly, he really does actually like hardcore type wrestling when it's done quite well. It's just, he picks and chooses. So, let's see what Dave Meltzer gave the original Money in the Bank match.
4.5 stars.
A correct answer!
Really not pleased that you just looked very smart there.
He does. It is a 4.5 star.
Oh, it's a belter.
It's incredible. So, by the way, if you want to know if getting it completely right is important, if it's a tie, whoever gets the most right wins. So, I don't get any points added to mine. You get a half star added to you. Sam, what have you gone for the old IMDb?
I've gone 5 stars.
I've gone 5 stars. He's got to give it 5 stars. If he's the most positive...
He's given Ray and Eddie 4.5.
Yeah, it's got to be. So, what is he giving it? He is giving it 4.25 stars.
Joking.
Wow, that is confusing.
Ray and Eddie with
Dave Meltzer rated it higher.
Ray and Eddie is apparently better than the Money in the Bank. No chance.
That's why star ratings are, quite frankly, nonsense.
That is wild.
Absolutely. So that puts 0.75 onto both our scores. So after the second match, Sam is on a whole 2 points, and I am on 1.5. Probably one of the most forgotten matches from WrestleMania 21, The Undertaker versus Randy Orton.
Oh, great match.
I would argue this is the first match in the streak, as I'm going for the streak. Because we had WrestleMania 18, they talked about Flair, and that's the first time I would say Undertaker properly acknowledged it. The commentators had acknowledged it at 17 with Triple H. They said he's now 8-0, 9-0 he was. And then Taker at the end of Flair raises all his fingers to do 10. But then the next one, it's Big Show and A-Train, they're not talking about the streak. The one after that is Kane, they're obviously not talking about the streak. This is the first time someone's gone, I'm going to go for the streak and beat the streak. And this is actually the match that sets off Undertaker's amazing run of WrestleManias. Even Mark Henry's is decent.
It's all right.
His, probably even his run of I'm good at wrestling now.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I reckon this is the catalyst.
Yeah.
Because him and Randy had some great match.
It was a great match. I think it's a shame for them that Kurt and Sean's on the same card because it will just get forgotten about.
Well, it will be. Like when
this is great.
When we do our WrestleMania, we every year we're going to do the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, which is going to be this year, and then next year we might do the worst WrestleMania matches of all time, and then do a bracket series. I think we will do sleeper hits, and I'm pretty certain this will be the one that everyone's forgot sleeper hit. Maybe Eddie and Ray would be an interesting one. What have you given for IMDb? No, Meltzer, Tuna Meltzer.
I've gone 3.5.
I've gone 4. I think he'll like it still. I think the gimmick and the story going into it, and they played it really well. Yeah. So, Dave Meltzer, 4 stars versus 3.5.
3.5! Oh, there we go!
Have your explosions. Have your explosions.
Boy, there we go.
Half star away. And if you want to make it interesting, Sam, that is now 2 all. 2 points.
I do want to make it interesting.
IMDb then. What have you gone for IMDb?
I have gone for a 4.5.
Oh, I've gone 4.25, so in the same sort of ballpark. And IMDb have given it 3 3/4. What? Wow. Negative Nancy over here.
I know.
Didn't like WrestleMania 21. We picked you to be the positive one.
Out the wrong side of bed this morning.
You were the chosen one. You were meant to bring balance.
It was said that you would destroy the Meltzer, not join him.
I believe in the Republic.
Democracy.
What did we score? I've forgotten.
Let's just do a Star Wars.
I do Star Wars. I predict 4.25, so I am a half star away, which gives me a score of 2.5. You predicted 4.5.
I did.
So that gives you 3/4 away, which after 3 matches, it is 2.5 plays 2.75.
It's tight.
And then we start the Undertaker streak. This is the streak of bad women's matches at WrestleMania. It starts here. The ones before weren't of any note, but at least they were good women's wrestlers who were given a spot on the card. You think, Molly Holly versus Victoria, which nearly wasn't on the card. You got your Trish Victoria Jazz and Trish and Lita and Jazz. Some matches that were good or at least prominent, because even like the China Ivory at 17 was at least prominent. And then they just started throwing really bad wrestlers. Thankfully, actually, the year after this, we did get Trish and Mickie James in probably the best women's match at a WrestleMania up to that point. And then we just got nothing for years. This is one of the worst matches ever.
Is it?
Oh, it's
I
so
saw
bad.
this on the card and just took a guess of what it would be
All
like.
I'm going to say is, Sam, I'm going to be very generous and go readjust your thing. Christy Hemme, this is pretty much her first ever match from the Divas Search. See this way, she won the Divas Search in like September of 2004, and this is March of 2005. She can't work. It's a waste of Trish Stratus's. So whatever scores you've given it, change it on the fly. I'm allowing you to change it on the fly because it's wrong.
So I'll confess now, I gave it for Meltzer 2.5 stars.
Yeah, it's not going to be correct.
I'm going to go now based on what you said with a 1.
Okay, 1. I have gone.
If it's 2.5 now, I'm just fuming with you.
I've gone 0.25.
Oh, blimey.
I don't think you'll rate it negative, but I don't think you'll give much. So you're going 1. I'm going 0.25. Sam, what did Tuna Meltzer give this terrible match? Dud. Yeah, I thought so.
Dud.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
didn't know if you'd go minus. I nearly put 0.
Wow.
I literally nearly put 0. I was on the verge of it, and I went, do you know what? I thought he might give it something. Nice. But yeah, so
I didn't realise it was that bad.
Oh, it's unwatchable.
Oh wow.
Christy can't do anything. She literally, this is how bad she is. You know how you've got to have a stance in wrestling?
Yeah.
You know, or a fight work stance. She literally...
Oh, is it the Mrs. Dad?
Yeah, it's even worse.
Oh no.
So I love Christy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I love Christy. I think it's because she won the Diva Search literally when I was like 12, 13. So I kind of had an affinity with her. But, she may be one of the worst wrestlers who's ever wrestled in WWE.
That's quite saying something.
Oh, and she went to TNA and got paid more than all the women's wrestlers in TNA. She got paid, on her first year in TNA, she got paid 150 grand. And I think other women who were being obviously amazing were on like £25 a show.
£25 a show?
Dollars. So
dollars,
actually, even less.
Even less, yeah.
It's even less, yeah.
Oh,
Gail
God.
Kim, who was like,
Great.
pretty much is the reason that women's wrestling became a thing in America, was on like $25 a night, while Chris Hemmings is walking around with 150 grand a year.
Why?
Because, by the way, the person who mentioned this is Honky Tonk Man. Why he knows, I'm not sure. So, anyway, I was only a quarter star away from that, so I'm on 2.75. You were a whole star away there, 3.75. Sam, what have you gone for IMDb?
Well, I had put 3.5.
That's going to be wrong.
I'm going to change it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 1 star.
1 star again. Okay, I've gone 3/4 of a star. I think he might allow it, but no, he's been quite a negative Nancy today. So let's find out. He has given it 2 stars.
I might have been closer.
Well, hang on. He is saying this is more than half as good as The Undertaker Randy Orton. Because if you're going to go based on mathematics, and I know you like I'm a mathematical person, I've got a maths degree. If Undertaker and Randy Orton is 3 3/4, yeah, and they're 2, that is more than half.
They put it almost half of the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yes, it's half as good.
Yes.
That's what people don't realise when they do star rating. 2 is rubbish and 4 is good. It's like, you're actually saying about halfway. Anyway, so you actually got a point, only got a point for that, Sam, so that's 4.75. I am 1.25 off myself. So going into halfway through, I am on 4 points. Sam is on 4.75. 3/4. Only 3/4 of a star, though. 3/4 of a star.
Can all change.
Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. One of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. And we know straight away that Dave was not giving it 5.
No, because
he never gave Kurt Angle a 5 stars.
Because I was about to put 5 and then I remembered that fact.
Literally,
this comes just after
this is what bugs me, right? This is what bugs me about Dave's rating. And I know it's objective, but this is what I said about him, because he's literally come out with 4.75 might as well be 5. Well, no, it's not. You're saying it's not 5. Don't pretend, because literally everyone was asking, why have you not given Kurt Angle 5 stars? And he went, I've given him so many 4.5s, 4.75, that's practically 5. And it's like, no, you're backtracking because you know you're wrong. And see it this way, at like World's End, for example, Will Ospreay had 2 matches, and he gave them both 5 stars. They're both good matches, really, really good, against Fletcher and Okada. Really good matches. I know you didn't watch it. Really, really good matches, right? And he's probably the first man ever to be given 2 5 stars in the same night by Dave Meltzer. But I literally just immediately went, are you telling me that both of those matches on that night were better than every single match that Kurt Angle has ever had? I'm not saying they weren't bad matches. I'm not saying Will didn't deserve 5 stars either. I don't think he did. But I think they were. I think they're like 4s. They're 4-star matches. They're fine. They're really, really good. But my point is, you're saying that both of those matches were better than anything Kurt Angle ever did, better than his Undertaker at No Way Out, better than Brock, better than every match he had with Benoit, better than Shawn Michaels' run this year. Insane.
I feel like you needed to get that off your chest.
I hate Dave Meltzer when it comes to ratings. I think he's now outdated. I think he is not getting any information anymore because all his mates in WWE have left.
Yeah.
All the people he gets the information from, and all his mates in AEW run AEW, so it's completely negative. And now he has to pretend not to be overpraising of AEW because people call him an AEW shill while still shilling them.
Do you want to do a roundtable on Dave Meltzer?
No!
I feel like you. Or we've just done it, to be fair.
Oh, what have you given for Shawn Michaels and Heartbreak Kid, Kurt Angle?
I forgot about you can do quarter stars, so I went 4.5 stars.
Yeah. I've gone 4.75. I'm hoping he actually get 4.75, but knowing him, he's probably giving it 3.
Yeah.
What has he given it? IMDb. Shawn Michaels was Kurt Angle on the greatest WrestleMania match. 4.75.
4.75.
It's the most angry firework display that's ever gone off in my life. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, great for me. Yay.
I didn't realise that this match was going to make you so upset.
It's my number one anger towards Dave Meltzer is this match.
I just...
With Shawn Michaels Undertaker not far behind, not 5 stars.
No, but you know what it is? I'm just incredibly indifferent to Dave Meltzer, and I'm sure that Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels are because they're the best, two of the best wrestlers that have ever existed.
I think if I didn't have X, I wouldn't care either. But because I do X for this channel, I can't run away from it.
My take on it, it's one man's opinion, and ultimately, why do we suddenly, just because he's one journalist who does these ratings, held in such high regard?
Do you want to know why? Because he was the number one journalist in the 80s and 90s, right? Hang on. And he had all the information. So, for example, everyone was going, oh, let's say WrestleVotes have said this is going to happen. Where did they get their information from? It was from Dave. So Dave had all the correct information. That's why he was giving it. The problem is, that's not correct anymore.
It's not, but that's irrelevant though, because even if he knows what the future plans of storylines, doesn't mean that he is the perfect judge of subjective.
He isn't,
match.
because unless it's not in the Tokyo Joe, he doesn't think it's 5
stars.
But
then, in fairness to Dave, he also says that people shouldn't put him on this massive pedestal. That they should, everyone's getting angry at him. It is his opinions, and you can disagree with them, but ultimately, it doesn't change my life.
I do think he's gone from, if you look at it, like in WWE for like 15 years, he never gave him a single 5-star.
Oh, I would
match,
heavily
right?
disagree.
And then now suddenly he's given loads and loads and loads. It's like he's gone the complete other direction now. IMDb, he's positive 5 stars. 5 stars?
Oh, 5 stars.
5 stars?
Should be 6 stars.
Please? 5 stars. Let's have some explosions for everyone. Massive explosions for everyone. No point change there. Meaning, going into the next match, Sam is on 5 and I am on 4. 1 star ahead with 3 matches to go. Greatest WrestleMania match of all time is Akibono versus The Big Show.
Oh. What a treat the fans got just after Shawn and Angle. Shawn and Angle has quite the sandwich, doesn't it, going around it?
Not going to lie, I grew up with this pay-per-view, and when you're watching this pay-per-view, up to this point, it is one of the greatest pay-per-views of all time. Even with Trish and Christy, because you could just go bathroom break, as a break between Taker and Randy, and Kurt and Shawn, go off, go get a hot dog, whatever. That was the sad problem about WrestleMania with the women's matches. They purposely made them a bathroom break. So that they can, and that's what they were, and even the Divas went, yeah, we were the bathroom break. This is why they fought. To be fair to the Bellas, they were the one who did a lot of fighting for that. Fair play to them. But even having that bathroom break, at this point is one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. And then it falls off a cliff. It's not great. This sumo match, I was actually quite excited for because it was a bit of a novelty, a bit of a gimmick. Akibono was kind of a real-ish sumo wrestler. He was more of a wrestler than a sumo wrestler. Big Show's Big Show. And then you realise, and then your brain remembers, oh wait, this will be a gimmicked sumo match, not a real sumo match.
Even if it was, Big Show would be destroyed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So. And you're like, hang on, oh god. I'm going to go first with David Meltzer because I think you've forgotten quarter stars. I reckon you've also forgot he does negative stars.
Yeah, I have. Well, I thought, you know what? He might somehow enjoy it.
Come on, no. I've got -2, I think. I'm going -2.
I went with 1 star.
Which is going to be wrong and it's going to cost you this whole tournament.
It's fine. I stand by my
What has Dave Meltzer given the worst WrestleMania match I genuinely think is going to be a strong contender?
Wow, okay.
And we've got Trish and...
I want this to be 1 star so much. It's done.
He got 0.
So actually,
you actually got a point.
There we go. I've actually gotten a star. That's massive.
How was Dave Meltzer not given that negative stars? Unbelievably, I've lost 2 points there.
Wow.
That's
See, I could have gone with you then.
And you've got a point, which puts you on 6. It's now actually 6 all.
There we
Big
go.
Show Akibono.
Eat your words, sunshine.
What have you given from IMDb?
I gave 2.
Which might be too high now, because I've gone 0. IMDb, 1 star.
So it's even.
Oh. Okay. This hasn't happened on Be A Star, I don't think. Going into the main events, which were really bad. The scores is 7-all. Wow. John Cena versus Gibbles, JBL. What was meant to be the crowning moment for John Cena and Batista later on, the two new people, and both matches do not deliver. This one especially does not deliver. Now, let's be honest here. John Cena and JBL have actually had two very, very good matches.
Yeah.
The I Quit match, literally 2 months later, was a bloodbath for a start, and it's actually very, very good. Of course, I hate I Quit matches, as we know, and ends in the same way. Oh my God, don't hit me with the thing, don't hit me with the thing. Oh, I still hit you with the thing, even though you've quit. So, yeah, so many bad things with this. But this match, it's a TV match.
Yeah. Do you think it's a time thing? Or?
No, okay. JBL can't work.
Okay.
The minute, literally, it's really weird. You watch him as Bradshaw, he's fast, he's powerful, becomes JBL, and suddenly all thoughts of knowing how to work a normal match without a stipulation go out the window. He is, in my eyes, one of the worst world champions ever. And as you remember, go and look at our worst world championship countdown list. I have Gibbles very, 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 very highly. So highly, he's above Jinder Mahal.
Yes, he is.
I hate JBL's reign that much. People have got rose-tinted glasses for this reign. And people go, yeah, but the promos were good. No, about 6 promos were good. But he talked every single week on SmackDown. For 9 months. That's 30-odd SmackDowns where he cut a promo. And as we said, about 6 of them were good. Like him with Godzilla, for example. About 6 of them were good. The other ones were really boring and rambling. And do you know what made it worse?
God, son.
What was happening at the same time? Triple H's Reign of Terror was happening on the other channel at the same time.
This has really brought a lot back for you. I do apologise that you had to do this WrestleMania.
I'm now 13 and starting to get wrestling and starting to understand a lot of the nuances and even backstage, and just this nearly made me stop watching. SmackDown 2002-2003, brilliant. And then we've got JBL in 2004. All the stars have gone. Brock's gone. Taker's in and out. You know, Eddie Guerrero is there but struggling, you know, with the pressure. And then everyone else has been moved to, like, Raw. Like, Benoit goes to Raw. Edge is off injured with a broken neck. You know, it's all over the place. Sam.
Shall we get to the stars, Sam?
What have you given Tuna Meltzer for John Cena versus G-Build?
I've given him 2.5.
I've given him a 2.25. Now, normally this wouldn't matter a quarter star this much.
This is big.
But now a quarter star actually matters. 2.5 plays 2.25. What has Gibbles, John Cena got from Dave Meltzer? 1.25. It's the low one.
That's really surprising.
Well, it actually shows you how bad that match really is.
That's mad.
That's not correct. That's way too low. It's a TV match. It's not bad.
Do you think he was quite anti-Cena?
Yes, I actually do. I also think he was quite anti-John Bradshaw Layfield as well, to be honest. So, I was a point off. That gives me 8. You were obviously a point and a quarter off. That makes you 8.25. What do you reckon, though, to IMDb?
I'm less confident with my IMDb prediction. I went 3.5.
I've gone 2.75, so we've got a 3/4 star here, Gap. But who knows whether
this could be game changing.
Who knows? This could be the one. 3.25 stars.
That gives me what, 0.5?
You've got a quarter star from that.
Yes.
What? That's wrong. Unbelievably, I am a half star away. Going in. This did not happen. This is exciting. It's unprecedented. Going into the main event. Sam has 8.5. This Sam has 8.5.
Oh my God.
What makes it more important, though, if it's a tie, I have had 3 correct to 2 correct.
So far.
So at the moment, you might need to get 1 correct or us be completely different. We're going into the main event and it'll actually determine who wins. Triple H versus Batista. Definitely a better match than the John Cena JBL match.
I'm confident in my ratings here. I think I've got this.
You think you're good?
Yeah.
Batista gets carried here heavily.
Yeah.
It was almost like Triple H and the brass didn't trust him to lead either a main event match or at least a WrestleMania main event match. And he proved later on that he's a good worker, Dave, and he can do a good match. Even with Triple H, literally a couple of months later, his Hell in a Cell match, for example, is brilliant. It's actually really, really good. Great pay-per-view, that Vengeance pay-per-view. Wow. But for me, this match is all about, like, Triple H doing the storytelling. But Triple H takes ages at this time to tell the stories, particularly as the heel. So I actually have no idea where this is going.
Okay.
I'm all over the place. So, Sam, Dave of Meltzer, what have you gone?
3.
I've got 2.5. We do have a difference. There will be a change. Someone will be in the lead.
Well, it could be 2.75.
Yes. Oh, you could. Oh my God! Look at you, maths.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sam, 3, 2.5. What has Dave Meltzer given it?
2.75! 2.75! That's not good for me though, because you would win the tiebreaker.
Yes.
It's all on this. Oh, I'm not confident in this next
It's
one. It's
8.75. Place 8.75 with only one rating to go. If it's a tie, I would win. Yeah. You have to get it closer than me on this to win, or I've got to get it closer than you to win.
I've actually just lost confidence in my IMDb.
Have you?
Yeah.
I would.
I gave it 4.5. Because he's usually very positive, but he hasn't been as positive as he usually... So this might be a bit of a grumpy reviewer.
You are saying that this match is better than things like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, for example.
Well, the previous ones we've done of this Be A Star, he has given some bad matches like 4.5 stars. Yeah. So I thought because it's the main event...
He's given some duds like 2 and 2.5.
Exactly, so that was my mindset.
He did it tonight, didn't he? Trish and Christy got 2
stars. Yeah, but he's
stars.
not been as positive as he usually is. That's why I've lost confidence in it.
So... going into the last one, Sam. The last ever one. This is really big now. This suddenly feels big.
It's a big moment.
4.5, which is wrong. And 3.5, which is already too high. I think it's going to be lower.
I need this to be 4.25 or higher.
Batista Triple H. Ratings by IMDb. 4 stars! It's smack bang in the middle! It's the first ever tie between us. It's 9.25, plays 9.25. I never thought it would actually come down to most correct answers, but it has, and with 3 correct predictions to 2 correct predictions, my paddy about Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle is what's won me Sam versus Stan Be A Star for WrestleMania 21. What a match, Sam.
It's a disgrace.
What a match.
I can't believe it.
What a match.
I am fuming. If I'd have just gone 4.25, I forgot about the quarter stars before we do this. I should have done that 4.25. However, Samuel, you have defeated me.
Wow.
In front of all my fans.
What a match, though, Sam.
What a belter of a match.
Who would have
Dave
thought
still won't give it 5 stars.
Who would have thought just predicting star ratings
Fuming.
would be this good?
Absolutely
and that
gutted.
gives it a score of 15-9 to me. This is the current score of Be A Star. Thank you very much for joining us on our Sam vs. Sam. Please come and watch all our Sam vs. Sams, our star ratings. Please tell us how you did. How did you predict each match going into it? Come and join us again. I'm actually out of breath. I feel... do you know what, Sam? Do the close. I need to do a victory lap. I need to relax.
I'll collect my silver medal. I apologise to all my fans that believe in me so much, that have travelled all this way to come and see me perform. And I'll be better next time. However, thank you for watching another episode of Sam's on Wrestling. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And we shall see you later.